What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Aaron Wiles Out TV coming to you with another video. And yes, guys, I am going to be talking about Chasing LA. I swear to God that I literally called, I think last video I called it Chasing LA, and I'm sorry about that. But Chasing LA episode 3, you guys. Let's go through this real quickly because I have to get some rest, you guys, because I have work tonight. So I need to get all the sleep I can get in right now. So I'm not gonna go scene by scene. I'm just going to go from my dome. I watched it 2 times, so I think I have it down packed what went on in the scene. So I'm just gonna give you it like this. I'm gonna give you one of the highlights for me in this episode is definitely Alicia and Jayla. I think those two making up by the end of the episode was definitely heartwarming. It was definitely heartwarming to see 2 trans women not duking it out and actually coming together and hashing it out and talking like grown women. I just love the fact that Jayla, even if Jayla wasn't like feeling Alicia, I love the fact that Jayla at every freaking turn when people were talking crazy about Alicia was like, no. My sister's still a woman. If she feels like a woman, she's a woman. I loved how she checked D Hawkins this episode. I love the fact that Jayla checked him. I love the fact that Jayla checked Fran when Fran was going off on Alicia. So I think Jayla gets so much points. Even though she was beefing with Alicia, she still had her sis back and was like, listen, if you could talk about another trans woman, you would talk about me. And that's real shit. So kudos to Jayla for being the bigger person and actually pulling your sister to a side. It was like, let's resolve this. I don't like us fighting on this show. It's deplorable. It's disgusting. We're already being mauled down the streets. Let's come together and let's build something together. Let's have a conversation. Let's build a friendship. So shout out to Jayla and shout out to Alicia. Another highlight was, it wasn't really a highlight, but I love the fact that out of everybody in the group, Hershey, who is the fan favorite, I said it, so now everybody's saying it, that Hershey is the fan favorite. I said it first. Hershey was the first one to reach out to Alicia. Hershey's spirit is everything, and it's like I'm not gonna keep giving her like, well, I can. You always give people their flowers, but I feel like I'm in every episode I'm just keep on giving Hershey her flowers and how much I love her. So I'm not gonna do it this episode. I'm just gonna hold back from the Hershey love real quick. But I still love her. But I love the fact that Alicia basically opened up to Hershey and tell her, this is my dilemma with the group. I feel like she tried to play me. I checked that ass and it was like a tit for tat situation. And I basically, had a chip on my shoulder, and that's what that was. Let's get to the scenes that I didn't really I cared for it, but it's kind of like I was really looking at my phone like, girl, this scene is literally going on for too long. I was like, all right, let me fast forward, child. And that's no shade. Quan and D Hawkins. I told y'all, D Hawkins in a mug, he scares me because he scares me. I told y'all what he looked like last review. I'll put it up. He just scares me in the face. They talked about his big behind, but whatever. Quan is, doing a photo shoot for his, his clothing line, for his affirmation, his positive affirmations. And he has D Hawkins with him, helping him out with the photo shoot, being a model or whatever. Because, D Hawkins is a model with 6,000 followers, and he's looking down on people who have 300 or something. And I'm like, girl, I will get into that later. D Hawkins, I'm just not feeling you, sis. I am not feeling you at all. The scene with Quan and D Hawkins. Quan, I understand that you have been through things. Okay, you talk about your story of battling with coke and everything, and how it took your brother's life, or it almost took your brother's life. I have to look back on it. I don't know. Put it in the comments, you guys. But you saw how it affected your brother's life. You didn't want to deal with it, so you had to change. You didn't like the fact that Alicia was using it as a tool of jokiness, which is not a joking matter. Dealing with coke and people who have coke addictions and everything is very serious. So I understand that you feel like Alicia was making a mockery of it, and she was using it as a tool to joke on somebody about, and it's not a joke. I understand that, Quan. But just hearing Alicia's side of it, they was both going back and forth and throwing little stuff, throwing little shade here and there. So you can't tell somebody how low they can go. Honestly, you cannot tell somebody how low to go. You can't. You'll be mad, but I feel like hopefully y'all have a conversation about it and move forward. Because I really feel like Alicia didn't mean nothing by it. It was like a war of words. Hopefully in the coming episodes y'all talk it out and you're no longer pissed at her about this situation. But anyway, D Hawkins. Girl, what D Hawkins was talking about? He said, first of all, D Hawkins he was trying to relate. But then he said that he has never dealt with that substance of something, but he had substance. Did anybody get that? Because I was just looking like, so what substance did you take, baby? I don't know. Maybe I need to look back at the thing. But I was like, you're trying to relate, but I feel like it's phony. I don't know. I was just looking at that scene. I was like, I could just see the disingenuine about him. Maybe it's just me. I just felt something in just looking at it, and it's like no hate towards him. It's no hate towards him or anything. It's just the fact is, I don't know about me. I just feel like I could sense the disingenuousness in somebody. Like, maybe it's just me. I just feel like he's trying to relate, but he really don't relate, because he said that he have never done substance or whatever, and then all while he said that he was just going like in circles, and I just tuned him out. And then he talked about his father and this situation. I do want to my heart goes out to him, because he said that he got molested from 5 to 7 by his sister's ex-boyfriend or boyfriend. And then he got sexually assaulted by a woman, and it's, oh my gosh. So my heart goes out to D Hawkins for that. I'm sorry to hear that you had to go through that. And then the whole father situation, we all been through it. We all, some black men don't have fathers in their life. I don't have a father in my life. You know, there was a time where I used to want to, like, I don't know, like, how can I say this, you guys, without like really divulging? There was a time where I literally dreamt of one day I'm literally sleeping and I wake up in the middle of the night. I hear a knock on the door. As crazy as it may seem. And I see who it is, and this is man standing on there. And stupidly, I open the door. And he just says that, hey, are you Aaron? And then I say, yes. Then he says, well, I'm your dad. It's very nice to meet you. And then we'll embrace, some Lifetime BT type soap opera mess. And, that was the kind of mindset I had. I was like, soap opera, Lifetime, BT type shit. Like, I wanted that. I always picture in my mind my dad looking for me. It just never happened. And I kind of just moved on with my life. I basically just put a wall up. I just don't think about it no more. I think a lot of black men, were in that same predicament who did not grow up with their father. They don't know their father. Some of them know, some of them don't. And we just move on. We just, keep trucking, and we dust our shoulders off. We don't let it hurt us, and sometimes we have to seek help, stuff like that. I could get into it, but I'm not. And we all have those thoughts where it's like, if we had our dad and I, would I be gay? And it's like, girl, I just hate when people think that. It's like, if you had a dad in your life, maybe you wouldn't come out as gay. Girl, I feel like that's a lie. I feel like people need to stop thinking that, or having that mindset that if you had a dad in your life, you wouldn't be gay. Girl, you're born gay. I feel like everybody's born gay. You're born to be who you are. You just live your life to the fullest, and you get yourself a man, and you live your gay life. But yeah, enough with that scene. It was cool for what it was, but definitely wasn't here for it. And another scene was Fran and Andre. I like Andre's spirit. I really do. I love Andre's spirit. Fran, I'm a little, I don't know about you just yet. I don't know about you, Fran. I will say this, that I looked on your Instagram, because I follow you, Fran. No shade, I follow you. You were showcasing your voice, which I love, by the way. I want to see you in the studio or something, because I really love your voice. But I don't know about you on this show, Fran. No shade. But I'm so happy that we got to be introduced to Fly King, the battle rapper. Fly King, I love his style. I love his soft voice. Andre and Fly King together, two soft-spoken bitches. I love it. I love Fly King's energy, and I love that he has a business, his little beard serums and beard oils and candles and rubs and all that soap shit. I love it. Do you, Fly King? And I love the photo shoots, and I love the men in the photo shoots. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, so let me go back to stuff that I did not like. Nothing I didn't like in this episode. And we're gonna trickle back to the beginning of this episode was, Alicia and Jayla's going back and forth. All right, they're done with that. King Pain comes up to Alicia and basically is like, "Girl, are you trying to be that girl?" I feel like at this point, King Pain is doing it for shits and giggles at this point, because he said this to Jayla, and now he's saying it to Alicia. And he keeps saying the same thing. Are you trying to be the head bitch in charge or whatever? And he's like, well, it's not available. And I feel like he's just doing it for shits and giggles. So at this point in time, I feel like everything King Pain is doing is for shits and giggles, child. And I just giggle at him. I just let him do him and everything. And by the way, shout out to you, King Pain, for sharing my video, my review for episode 2. Thank you for sharing it, by the way. You didn't have to, but thank you, and I appreciate that. So going forward, King Pain goes back and tells the group about what Alicia said about Jayla, about the Queen thing, and all that situation. I think friend was brought up by King Payne. And they said, where's friend at? Where's friend? They threw shade at his pictures. Say that it wasn't modeling. It was phone photos. It was phone pictures. Selfies. And D. Hawkins made a note to tell us that friend has 300 and something followers. And he also made note that he's 6,000. And he's like, girl, you shouldn't be in, where are you? You should be, you know, trying to get your followers up and all this and all this. Girl, when he said that, I'm like, this is another sissy. And I use sissy lightly. I don't know what it is about people and followers. I understand that you have to have a certain amount of followers to get brand deals. You have to have this certain amount of followers so I can promote your product and stuff like that. Understand that. But baby, it's not the end all be all. I know somebody with 120 followers, okay, on Instagram. And I bet you money that he makes more money than all y'all put together. So D. Hawkins, you have 6,000, okay, you say that you have 6,000 followers, right? All I want to know is that, do you have $6,000 in the bank account? Do you have more than $6,000 in your bank account? So in my opinion, your followers should match your bank account, if not more. So I feel like you should never count somebody else's pockets or count somebody else's followers, because baby, trust and believe, some people's follower count, it don't translate in dollars. So I just want you to understand that, mamas, that this day and age, like, followers don't really mean nothing, to be honest, in my opinion. Because baby, half of the celebrities, they buy their followers. No shade. How you have over 1 million followers and every time you post a picture, you have 100 likes? But anyway, D. Hawkins, you're very late for that comment or try to shade Fran for that shit because he got low followers. He got low followers than you, but I bet he makes more money than you. That's the gag. Not to throw any shade to you, child. No tea, no shade, but all motherfucking facts. Somebody already spilled that, baby. They don't even know what the hell you do. You're not promoting nothing on here but a song. Well. But guys, that's all I have for this episode 3. It was cute. It was cute. That's all I have though. But guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. Please click that notification bell to be notified when I upload a new video. Follow all of my social medias in the description below. And come back, baby. Bye you guys. Thanks for watching. Woo.